Hello, everybody, and welcome to Session 3 of Secrets Beyond the Suns, an Invisible Sun campaign. I am your Game Master, Mare, and I will be playing everyone that my players are not. Because I forgot to do this last week, everyone go around, tell us who you are and who you are playing and their character sentence. Let's go in order of the overlay, which is Seth.
Hi everybody, my name is Seth. I am going to be playing... Wait, do you also need where to find me? Is that a thing?
Just the quick version.
Okay, cool, whatever. Hi, I'm Seth. I'm on Twitter at KillXJill. Same thing on Twitch, if you're into that. I will be playing Zephyr, a stalwart ardent of the Order of Weavers who weaves stealth with sorcery. There's a lot of weaving.
A lot of weaving. Caitlin.
Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at a theaterphile. And I am going to be playing Alondra, an iconoclastic ardent order of Goetica who fuses nightmare to fist.
Abby.
Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm going to be playing Farideh. Farideh is an eremitic ardent apostate who breathes runes.
And last but not least, Gonah.
Hi, I'm Gonah. Gonah_Hawking on Twitter. On Twitch, the first Gonah, and I'm playing Karosael, an established stoic of the Order of Makers who turns tales to reality.
And with that, before we get started with our first card pool and the roleplay and the game of the day, we have a Session 2 recap.
So, in the last session, it was amazing. We ended up going to this place called the Library. I thought it was library. I was totally wrong because apparently all of the books in there tell either lies or half-truths. So very confusing. While there, we also met Pick and Pock, who I guess they're that age-old tale of one always tells the truth and one always lies. We also found out that Zephyr got a new job and is going to be possibly working for the Grey Reapers. She really wants to, but because there's some kind of an issue of Grey Reapers going missing or being taken, it's kind of dangerous right now. We also learned about this museum that has things from the shadow that might pull you back. I don't know if we're going to be going in there or doing anything with it, but it seemed interesting. We also it was so awesome. We got to ride on bees in order to go and talk to Laurel's sister. While we were talking to her, we found out that she might be a vanquisher, a varnisher. I'm sure it's not that bad, but she's something that she's not supposed to be, and she's been working in the shadow, possibly. So, tonight we're going to help out Farideh over at the club. Apparently there's some kind of an issue with the lady in red, and we are hoping to be able to catch her and see if she knows anything more about all of this mess.
Thank you very much, Karosael. And as always, the first thing we do when starting off a game of Invisible Sun is pull the first Sooth card on the Silver Sun. Today, it is the Imperator. Value of 9. Visions, swans, blades, and water. So empaths. No empaths. Meanings. Wisdom in war. Turning points. Deciding factors. Sometimes conflict is needed, and the Imperator believes that keeping a level head and using intellect and wisdom, rather than rage or brute force, paves the path to victory. Of course, not every crisis point lies within a literal battle. Some conflicts take other forms, stressful situations where some are prone to make rash decisions based on emotion. But not the Imperator. Follow his example. The Imperator is the sovereign of the Visions family. He is a leader, an advisor, a teacher, and a mighty warrior. Since he is the sovereign, everyone has a +1 to their rolls, +2 if you are an empath, which we don't have any empaths in the party. So, where do we start tonight?
So as you may be able to tell from the lovely jazz that's going on, we're going to be starting at the Benighted Song, the club where I work and everyone seems to hang out. So I think I would be the first one there, of course, being there, and I've got kind of a trainee with me today. I have what is her name? Rydell, who's going to be helping me out for the open mic. But as other folks come in, I kind of want to touch base with everyone as I see them start to come into the club.
Sure. Rydell is fairly tall, probably close to Karosael height, but not nearly as broad. She's got long black hair, kind of like an angled haircut, and is wearing a shawl made of gleaming white feathers. She's mostly been very quiet, asking miscellaneous questions as you begin showing her the ropes, and begin showing her around the song. The song tonight is a little different than normal. It sometimes changes in decoration and decor and appearance. Tonight, while it still has the ceiling that seems to stretch high into infinity, there are small gleaming motes of light hanging down like stars above the patrons.
Awesome.
Karosael is probably the next one to come in. Initially, like, just kind of stays near the door, but not going to the door. Is anyone there?
Is anyone there? Is you're asking, is he there? The club is open. And yes, Mothula is doing his job of being bouncer. His large red and like tannish, pinkish, dusty wings are hanging in front of the entrance. As you maybe approach, I don't know how long it takes you to gather the nerves to approach.
After just a few quick breaths, he walks up. Hey, Mothula, how's the night going?
His head is much farther up towards the top of the building than his wings. So you get the little antennae twitch a little bit before you feel his gaze fall upon you. Oh, Karosael. It's going okay. We just opened.
Did Farideh tell you anything about tonight? What's going on tonight?
It's open mic night. I'm very excited.
Are you performing tonight?
I always perform on open mic night.
Well, I mean, I figured you would, but you might not. So I wanted to make sure. I'll be sure to catch a front row seat.
Your support is appreciated, Karosael. Thank you.
No problem. So I better get in. I might talk to you after you perform.
Sure.
Okay. I'll be sure to make sure there's a drink ready. What's your favorite drink?
Summit knows.
Okay. I'll be sure to ask Summit. I'll see you. And he tries to just scoot in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, as soon as you're about ready to head in, he moves his wing and you can easily slide in, no scooting necessary. The club is fairly empty. Open mic night doesn't start for probably another at least 30 minutes. It tends to get busy in terms of patrons, probably 10 minutes prior to the actual start of open mic.
Karosael, hey, thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, no problem. I didn't know. Okay, so I know I'm by the door.
This is Farideh is flanked by a very tall woman with the feathery shawl and black hair. Friend of yours?
Oh yeah, sorry. Rydell, this is Karosael. Karosael, Rydell. Rydell's new here. Actually, I hadn't asked yet. Did you like apply for this, or did Summit just kind of like pull you in?
I did not apply. Summit did just pull me in. Is that normal for them?
Oh, totally normal. Totally normal. Yeah.
Well, I was looking for a job, so I'm not complaining.
Okay. Well, Rydell, you will learn a lot of the regulars, and Karosael is often here on open mic nights, and loves to sit in the front row. So I'm sure you'll get to know him.
Wonderful to meet you. And puts out his very large hand and shakes vigorously.
Oh, firm handshake.
Absolutely. Rydell, was it?
Yes.
So you're new at working here, or?
Yes, I was hired to assist with front of the house, hosting open mic night and other shows, secretary positions, helping Toko organize and all the like. Basically everything except performing in bar.
Oh, cool. You're the person who pulls all the strings, makes sure everything's working. That's a super important job.
I guess you can say that. I don't know how this place would continue to perform without everyone else, though, so.
It's true. Y'all play your part. I'll be seeing you around. I gotta go talk to Summit.
All right.
Okay. Karosael, just like what we talked about before, just if you can kind of keep your eyes out, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I plan to. I promise. I didn't know if you had any further word on where any of us should stay, or
nope,
for the best acoustics,
Nope. More eyes the better. Actually, Rydell, you could actually be helpful for this too. So there's like a VIP that I think might be coming tonight, and
VIP. I was actually going to ask if there have been trouble of ruffians.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, just kind of the usual ones, but that's fine. They sit over there. They mostly keep to themselves. But there's a VIP that might be coming tonight, and I didn't get the chance to talk to her last time she was here and performed, and I just want to make sure that, we make a good impression this time. So if you can keep an eye out for, this woman in red with like this big hat, and she did like this like gorgeous ribbon flame dance last time. Just keep an eye out, and if you see someone like that, definitely just keep her and come find me. I need to be able to talk to her.
Oh, if I see her, I will make sure to try and attract her attention for you.
Awesome, thank you.
Around this time, Alondra probably saunters in.
Is Arkin with you today?
No. She may be showing up, but I avoided her calls this time.
You did not arrive with her.
No.
Fair.
And I will kind of nod at Karosael and Farideh and kind of like look like a little like, who is this at Rydell? Hello?
Another
new?
friend of Farideh's. Another regular, I'm guessing.
Another regular, yes.
Nice to meet you. I am Rydell.
And you work here now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Farideh is showing me the ropes.
Some literal, some figurative.
Yes. Someone has to pull the curtains open.
I believe that is true, yes.
Is there anything I can do for you now, Farideh, in preparation for open mic night?
No, I mean, I think at this point we're all set. You might check in with Toko and see if she needs anything backstage, but I think we're probably just waiting for folks to sign up.
Toko is the one with the fungi on her shoulder and head, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I will go touch base with her.
Great.
Are you okay?
Like, he's turned around. Karosael is actually turned around and had started talking to Summit, but like he makes that little squeal sound because he heard it. The fungus are just so beautiful. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, I will go check in with Toko. And
awesome. Yeah. Well, I'll check in with you right before we get started.
Sure. And Rydell turns around and heads off towards the back in green room.
As soon as she as soon as she leaves, I kind of look over at Farideh and she came from where?
Just around Summit. Just kind of picks up people that they think will be helpful in the club, and so far she's been great tonight. So, yeah, that's just kind of welcoming her to the family.
Oh, so we shouldn't be like on the lookout that, this auspicious time where a new person shows up.
I mean, it never hurts
I'm
to
going to be
a little suspicious, but it's not out of the ordinary for the song.
Just small suspicion.
Yes.
Okay.
being aware.
I'm gonna go see if I can order a drink.
Karosael, I'm assuming you'll be towards the front.
I'll for a part of the performance, and then I'm supposed to be at the door, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will be at my post, I promise.
Good. Well, then I will find a seat towards the rear. And then once you start moving towards the door, I'll kind of make myself central.
Yeah, and folks, I found, I've done a little poking around in the last couple days, and I actually found a trap door backstage. So I'm gonna try to station myself there.
A trapdoor leading to where?
I don't know.
You didn't check that out before now?
Well, I tried a little bit and it didn't immediately open, and then things got busy, and then like Rydell showed up and I had to start showing her around. So it's like, I know it's there. I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Is there anyone near it right now?
Oh yeah, tons of people walking. It's all backstage. Toko's back there, like giving directions and stuff to the crew. So there's people all over.
At this point, Maeve, the leader of Zephyr's Weaver Cell, jumps over the back of the booth and makes herself comfortable in the booth, arms back out on the top. Today, she has her hair stark white in a mohawk. Straight up. Just gives a nod to basically anyone who makes eye contact or is passing by. Yeah. Gives you a wave, Farideh.
Hey.
Zephyr is probably there already. Just been chilling. Hasn't made her way backstage yet, because that would be kind of weird. So probably just looking for a chance to slip backstage after things start, but otherwise just hanging out as the usual. I am happy to see you changed your look from my look.
I've changed it like 4 times since I last saw you.
Well, thank you. Do not draw your inspiration from elsewhere from now on.
I will make sure to avoid blues and greens.
Yes, just in general, that would be excellent. And most form of mouth piercing as well, if you don't mind.
I can't promise that one, but I promise it will not be longer than a week. My autonomy of my body is my own.
Yes, but there's so many other things to okay.
There's so many different looks that I want to try.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna keep trying what I want until I find something I like. Imitation
Even
is
if
the
it is
highest
someone...
form of flattery.
No, that is not true. It means you are not creative.
Meh. To each your own. It's fine.
Stop stealing my look.
Borrowing. If I were going to
and
steal
Zephyr will
your
go.
look, I would
Zephyr's going to stand up right now in the middle of the conversation and go get a drink.
At the bar, if you also go to the bar carousel, is Summit. Summit is a creature called a lacuna, which is essentially a humanoid shape portal to somewhere else. So all you see is, looking at Summit, the snowy mountain range, and you can actually feel a cool, very cold breeze blowing through their person. It's very weird watching this portal make drinks, shake them up, and pour. But hey, that's just how they are. Zephyr? Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry. You can go first.
What can I do for you?
So I want a drink for myself, if I could.
Anything specific?
Something with a bit of caffeine and bite. You know, something that's just a little extra energy, if you would, please. And also
something that actually bites you.
I mean, no, probably wouldn't be for the best, but I'd like to try that at some point. That sounds fun.
Okay.
No, for right now, like a spice bite.
Okay.
Okay.
How about a coffee liqueur infused with the essence of the red?
Ooh, I don't know what the essence of the red, but if it's anything like hot tamales, I'm gonna love it.
I think you'll like it. And they
Awesome.
start making you basically what in a martini glass, a brown liqueur with that is kind of swirled with a little sparkly bits and swirls of what look like fire.
This is gorgeous. Good job. Dang.
It is delicious. It's one of my favorites. Really
I
good.
don't suppose. Do you know what Mothula drinks? Because I told him I would get him a drink, and he just said that you would know. So I thought I would ask you.
Summit doesn't have eyes, but you can feel them looking at you. Mothula's on the job.
So you know what he is allowed to drink as well, because it doesn't have to be alcoholic for you to serve it.
You are correct. I will get something for you.
Thank you.
And they start mixing up some kind of concoction with like 3 different colored liquids, and it looks like a swirly rainbow.
Thank you very much. Do I have to pay for these?
Oh, these folks, their drinks are on me tonight. I asked them to come, and they very politely came at my request, so I've got them tonight.
Are you
Very
sure?
well.
Like I don't have to pay for my food like 80% of the time, so.
No problem. My house, my treat.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Farideh. And he like takes his 2 drinks and just scoots over to a front-ish seat.
Alondra will order her glass of wine, but it's a slightly cheaper version than what she usually orders.
After a couple... Are you getting anything, Zephyr? The regular Zephyr?
Yes. Yes, of course. Usual. But stronger?
Double shots,
Yes.
of course.
Just put it on my tab.
Rough week?
Rough day.
Oh, that's worse.
Yes.
All right. They will start making up your drink, holding the bottle of liquor a little longer. Tell me when.
Zephyr's just gonna nod.
All right, I have to stop here or else it's going to overflow.
I understand. And also I want you to keep your job.
Listen, I don't think the boss is going to fire me if I give you half a bottle of liquor.
It's true. I should really just start ordering bottle service at this point.
Yeah.
It'd probably be cheaper.
Probably.
But
Okay.
it's fine. Thank you, as always, Summit.
You're welcome. They will-
And she will make her way back towards the cell.
That sounds so ominos. Like, I know what you mean by the cell, but it sounds so like a jail cell.
No, specifically the horror movie, The Cell.
Oh, sure.
Maeve is smoking a cigarette. Oh my god, the beans. After a moment or two, Rydell comes up with Toko to you, Farideh. Are we almost ready to get started today? We have it's not as big of a lineup as last week, but we do have a handful more than the regulars and the regular workers.
Cool. Yeah, and if also we could just maybe leave a little space towards the end of the night, in case that woman comes back. Last time the woman who did the ribbon dance, and she didn't sign up last time, but if she comes back, like I really want to make sure she gets a spot as well. So if you could just kind of like hold something towards the end, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, even if we go over a little, I don't think it's going to be an issue. So
great.
Toko scribbles in her on her clipboard.
Awesome. Then yeah, I think we're pretty much ready. I think I'll go backstage and get ready, and we can start the show.
She has the mic turned off. I know Rydell is learning. Are you gonna announce, or is Rydell gonna announce tonight, or?
Rydell, what do you think? I was thinking we could take turns, so you could kind of see how I do it, but you can get some time too.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. You first. Show me how it's done. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll go backstage and just kind of check in with Samuel. In my little part of the the kind of warren of green rooms that we have back there, I have the both bouquets of flowers that we got a couple weeks ago. Still beautiful. Yeah, I have them kind of set up. I haven't done my pre-show tea ritual. Usually I sit down and kind of have a quiet cup of tea to myself and get ready for a show, but I haven't done that. I have all the things ready and laid out for 2 people. So I'm ready to entertain after the show if I get the chance to do that. But otherwise, I'll just check in with Samuel. Samuel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for helping me out tonight. I know it might be a little scary working with a cat, but you got this.
Actually, Metatron and I have been talking a bit, and he's actually really nice once you get over the big old face, the whiskers, the teeth, and the claws.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I guess you guys have some things in common. Whiskers, claws,
Yeah, but he's also very big. And
yes.
While this is happening, Metatron is just laying on one of the chairs, belly up. Trap. It's a trap. He's sleeping.
I will not take the trap. Well,
I'm gonna wake him up before we get started.
Awesome. Great. Yeah. Thank you. You're a good friend.
No, you.
Okay. Go team. A little high five. All right, and I'll go out and we'll start the show.
Once again,
I think that maybe a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes before, like right when the lights go down, so maybe seconds before, I guess, that is probably when Zephyr will excuse herself and go backstage.
Okay.
So that she can keep an eye out. And she'll just kind of like, at Toko, they're used to seeing her back there, just wherever she wants to be, I assume.
Just the mouthless hi as they're getting ready for the show. And as always, as the lights dim at the front of the house, the curtains open.
I make my dramatic entrance, sliding in from side stage. I like the idea that that usually like Samuel is with me, like in my art there, but tonight Samuel is not with me, and so I gotta tell folks. So hello everyone, welcome to the Benighted Song, welcome to open mic night, maybe not everyone's favorite night. You get to see some of your favorites, such as Amothula. Karosael, you get to see some of your new favorites who you don't know you enjoy yet, and you have the chance to come up on stage yourself. Now, some of you may notice that I do not have my good friend Samuel with me today, but that is because he is backstage working on a very special production of his own for the next open mic night. So go ahead and put it on your calendars, folks. 2 weeks from now, you want to come back and see what Samuel's cooking up for you. Toko, who do we have up first? And I'll introduce whoever our first act is.
Toko does look through her list, and what is introduced is a young man named Nimbus.
Wonderful.
Nimbus walks out onto the stage, followed by a bunch of rain clouds, and stagehands put up basically a bunch of buckets of different sizes, and essentially an orchestrated rain song of music plays.
I was gonna say like bucket drummer, but with rain.
A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
Ooh.
Some miscellaneous. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. Also regular drumming as well with drumsticks.
As
Wonderful.
Nimbus is playing, can I just do kind of like a visual sweep of the like bar area? Is there anyone there that doesn't look familiar? Anyone that looks shifty?
Yeah.
Like anyone who maybe hasn't shown up before that I recognize?
You may roll a perception task.
Ooh. You may have to remind me how to do that. Okay,
Sure.
Perception.
Yep. So first you can decide to spend any bene if you would like and add any applicable skills. And then after you tell me what you want, you will roll on your die. Or
Okay,
play
I
magic.
will add.
Or hidden knowledge.
I don't think I have any skills that are relevant. I will add 1 perception bene.
Okay.
I think that's
This
that's what I'm gonna
be a challenge 7.
okay. I rolled a 7
Sure. Perfect.
plus 1 bene, so that'd be 8, right?
Yeah. Regardless,
Okay.
it's still you would have needed to get a 6 on the die if you used 1 bene, so
Oh, okay.
perfect. Open mic night is definitely a little crowded. Not as crowded as 2 weeks ago, but definitely less ghosts, less dead around, more corporeal folks. And probably as you're sitting at the bar, glancing around at the dark, the dimmed house, across the room, you do see someone that is not a regular, that you have not seen before, dressed all in indigo. They've got a, what's the best way to figure it? Okay, so you know like a Peter Pan cap with a feather? It's kind of like a Peter Pan cap with a feather. And a tailored blazer.
Okay. And they are across the room from me, so like same distance from the stage, but just on the other side?
Yeah, basically. They seem to be watching the stage and sipping on their own drink.
I will try to make eye contact with Karosael. Oh no, Carousel's in the front row, so I wouldn't be able to do that. I'll just keep an eye on them for now, but if they get up or move or anything, I would like to know.
Okay. I'll let you know. I think now's a good time to pull another Sooth card. On the green sun, I have pulled the Forgotten Prisoner. Value of 5. Mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Meanings injustice, bad fortune, memory loss, and something lost. Okay. Meaning, is there really such a thing as justice? The Forgotten Prisoner would say no. How long has he been there? We don't know, and neither does he. His dank cell is wrapped in gloom and lost deep in some dungeon or high above in a locked tower. His stomach cramps with hunger and his muscles ache from confinement. He has lost the world and the world has lost him. As the apprentice of mysteries, he himself is a mystery. What's his identity? Why is he locked away? What crime, if any, did he commit? If you are a stoic, you have a -1 to all your ventures.
Oh.
Sorry, I can't help you.
We'll be fine, I'm sure.
It's gonna be fine. The performer Nimbus finishes up his performance, and after a couple minutes, the stagehands clear the stage, mop it up with some magic so it is not slippery. And Rydell comes up to you. Can I have the mic, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just not used to sharing, but yeah, of course. Here you go.
Thank you. And after a moment, she's a little nervous, but she quickly makes her center stage. Next, I have... No. Mothula? Yes, Mothula. Everybody give a hand for Mothula, please.
Yay.
And after a moment or two, big old moth climbs across the walls to the front stage, where the performance of Terrible to Some, Beautiful to One bongos are played.
While Mothula is getting set up, because it takes a little bit for him to get there, as well as to drag out his bongos, and I don't know if Mothula has any kind of like pre-show ritual, but I feel like he totally would have just like a weird like self-psych himself up thing. Yeah. One of those. During that, Zephyr is going to kind of slink a little bit further away from the stage and maybe just check around the back to see if there's anybody who she does not recognize.
I'm gonna let you roll either perception or an insight.
Let me check.
Like an insight, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like an insight based roll.
I think I would rather do perception.
Okay.
Or would I? Actually, no, let's do insight. Because I like the idea that Zephyr has been here like all the time and knows familiar faces, or somebody who looks like they might be here for the first time versus someone who is a little bit more spish.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do that. I want to... would it still be a perception bene if I use one?
Yes, it will still be a perception bene.
Cool. I'm gonna throw a perception bene in there, and don't have any skills. Huh?
I'll let it slide. It would be either interaction or perception because
I could do interaction.
Yeah, do interaction.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do an interaction bene, and can I use hidden knowledge in the form that, like, Zephyr knows what patrons of the Benighted Song would look like?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, so let me roll. That is a 6. So, it's a clean 6, so 8, I guess?
Yeah. As you are going around backstage and towards the green room, you do see Samuel and Metatron talking, kind of half on the lookout, not 100% paying attention because they are also a cat that does not give a shit, and also Samuel, who is small. But they're getting along better. Samuel is on Metatron's back, just hanging on for dear life as they patrol. As you are looking around, you do see someone in the green room wearing suspenders, a nice button-down shirt, and slacks, but their skin seems to take on the appearance of what is behind it, not necessarily invisible, more so like camouflage. Yeah, you don't recognize them, but they just seem to be reading a gossip magazine, as in the green room.
Okay, I would like to... Honestly, Mothula is on stage right now, so Zephyr's not going to want to be close to stage anyway. She is going to kind of stay in like the hallway near the green room so that she can watch maybe... I don't think she's super concerned about this person, but if they leave and somebody else goes in, just to keep an eye on the area, as opposed to closer to the stage.
Mothula is banging on his bongos, and at some point, Rydell leans over to you, Farideh. Is he always like this?
Oh yeah, I mean he's just so passionate about it. You know, he's just he kind of puts like all of his energy into like every strike. Yeah, it can be a lot, I know, but he loves doing it.
How long do they usually go for?
Oh well, we do often have to kind of like cut him off, just because we have so many other people to get to. So yeah, we might have to step in at some point.
Okay, because I think we're at 6 minutes.
Okay, well let's give him till 8, and then we'll have to step in.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I can do that. Because I mean, like I know Mothula, and that's
that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
After a couple minutes go by, Mothula is removed from the stage.
Yeah.
He waves.
Uproarious applause.
He does wave with his hands, nodding his head and antenna at you, Karosael, specifically, because thank you.
Mothula, everyone, and of course you may have noticed Mothula also serves as our door, so on your way out tonight, be sure to let them know how much you loved this performance.
Several more performances go by. Go ahead.
Once Mothula's done, like, Karosael's gonna pick up the drinks and scoot back over towards the door, so he can wait.
Are you giving the drink to him now?
I figure, like, maybe it'll take him a bit to get back to the door. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if the performances happen between then and now, that's totally fine.
Once Mothula makes his way back to being the door, and you make your way back, he looks down at you.
Summit said that they thought you would like this, and hands up the glass.
So his head is like up here, after like his body like rotates along the building, so his head is down closer to yours. Thank you, Karosael.
You're quite welcome. That was another fantastic performance. Would you mind if I just kind of hung out here with you for a bit?
Sure. If you don't, as long as you don't mind me taking a split-second break, as if more patrons come and go.
Oh no, totally fine. Just thought we could hang a little.
Sure.
Okay. And he just kind of settles in, and like light conversation, but nothing huge.
Some more performances go by. Zephyr, the person that you saw in the back whose skin kind of camouflages into the background, is eventually called to perform. And they make their way to their front and do their performance. As the night goes by, Alondra, probably closer towards the end of the performance period, maybe within 30 minutes of open mic night ending, you do see that person that you were keeping an eye on make their way towards the stage.
I will stand up under the guise of going to get another drink and move to the bar, but as close to stage as the bar runs perpendicular to the stage, right?
Perpendicular, yes.
Yeah, so I'll move to the bar and just kind of rest an elbow and sit there, but as close to the stage as possible.
Of course. Farideh, as you do see this person as they come backstage and have a couple words with Toko. So this person with this blue hat and nice tailored indigo jumpsuit.
Can I eavesdrop?
Yeah, you may. How obvious are you being?
I'm not trying to hide too much. I mean, I'm in a place where I belong, and yeah, I'm just kind of leaning backstage waiting for the next person.
This person seems to be talking to Toko to be a last-minute addition to the lineup. Toko is writing down their name and says, "Yes, yeah, you'll be second to last on the list." At this point, also, Rydell hands you the mic back.
Cool. So am I going to be introducing this person?
Yes. Their name is Talia Darkfallen.
Darkfallen. All right. Yeah, so I'll head out and introduce our new person.
Do you want to introduce them, or we go?
Yeah. We have a special treat for you folks tonight. We have a last-minute addition. Someone who was just struck by all of the inspiration in the room and wasn't on the list until just a couple seconds ago. A first-timer, I believe, to our stage. Please welcome Talia Darkfallen.
Thank you, thank you. She walks up to the stage and begins to perform. It is mostly a dance. While the song is known for music, it's open mic night. Entertainment is entertainment.
Yeah.
And they begin a dance basically full of smoke and illusions. And it's hard to tell. One point they seem to be at one end of the stage, and the next they seem to be at the other. But it is a dance with smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end they have a very, very large bow.
Okay, so I think when this person goes on stage to perform, because I don't know if Zephyr would be close enough to have heard what Farideh heard or anything, but I think regardless, Zephyr will probably go up to Toko just kind of casually be like, so how many more people do we have? It seems like we've had a good turnout.
After this last minute performance, we just have one more. It's one of the regular performers here at the song.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nobody else, really?
No. You know how our mathematical musician likes to be the star of the night at the end of the night, so
yeah.
I don't take that away from her.
No, of course not, no.
You know how she gets.
God. Do I? Well then, yeah, cool. Sounds good. I'm glad that we'd had such a good night.
Yeah, it's odd seeing you back here for
Is it?
performances.
I'm back here all the time.
Extended during the show. Usually you're smoking, but hey.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Honestly, the acoustics back here are a little bit less harsh when Mothula is on the stage.
Good point.
It is just comfortable.
Good point. Yeah, make yourself at home as you always do. It will get busy once everyone else is finished and starts cleaning up for the night, so...
Oh, of course, I'll be out of your way, do not worry.
Perfect. And after another moment or two, Farideh, when this person, Talia, is done, she gives another flourish and poofs.
I want to cast Counterspell.
Ooh. Read out to Counterspell to me, please.
Yeah.
Because it's a little different than D&D Counterspell. I will tell you that.
Yeah. As an action, I can cast Counterspell that unravels and dispels one active spell or magical effect that is level 1 to 3.
Let me see. I believe it's only applicable to active spells that are currently in the process of. However, it's not 1 to 3, so will not have any effect.
Damn.
Yeah.
Too strong for me. Okay.
Hey, I am proud of you, though.
Yeah, because I can I can use Counterspell automatically if it's being directed at me, but I have to use an action to do it to someone else. So yeah,
Gotcha.
there would be some time delay between
Yeah.
my reaction. Yeah. Okay.
But there is a poof of smoke, and in the place on the floor is a zap.
Very nice. I will go take the zap. Well, folks, that was incredible, and it's so rare that performers leave flowers for the host instead of the other way around. So thank you. Another big hand to Talia Darkfallen, wherever she has disappeared to. Hopefully, we will see her again in a couple weeks. And now to introduce our final act of the night. Also, let's have a hand for our brand new employee, Rydell, who's been doing an awesome job co-hosting with me. She is going to close out the night for you.
Rydell introduces the final act of the night. The name escapes me, but she plays the mathematical keyboard and inputs a bunch of equations that, if correct, play beautiful music.
Nice.
Bit of a snob, but because she's very well centered and knows what she's doing, full confident. But her music is beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna take my flower and go backstage and add it to my little bouquets that I have set up.
All right.
And as things wind down, I want to kind of invite all of my folks back to the green room with me.
Her name is Philippa Red, the final performer of the night. The performers, Toko, and everyone begin to break down as the song wraps up. But it is still a little bustly out back. But you are hereby relieved from duty.
I think when Zephyr leaves backstage, keeping her word that she would be out of the way, she maybe just scans one more time to see if there's anybody else, now that she knows or has seen who's been there all night. Just trying to see, is there anybody else random who just popped in?
Make a perception, Bene.
I will.
Task, if you're going to use a Bene.
I am going to use a perception, Bene. Right. Do you want? Hold on. No. Okay. Well, fuck. That is a 9. I could see each individual dust mote.
You do
Dust mote wasn't here before.
You do not specifically see this person as they walk by. But since you are so finely tuned in moving amongst shadows with your magic, you do kind of get the impression that you see the outline of smoke weaving through people and the performers heading to the back green room hallway and head down into the floor. I don't know if you were around when Farideh was talking about the trapdoor earlier, but
I was hanging out in front of the stage, so probably not.
yeah, but you see going down.
Okay. I mean, Faraday's backstage at this point, right? Are you? Zephyr's gonna find Farideh, and just kind of tug her aside and however she can, because there's a shit ton of people there.
Yeah, I was kind of like in my own room.
Oh, okay. Well, Zephyr's gonna come find you. If you're in a room, then she'll knock on the door, just out of courtesy, even if it's open. Farideh, I saw something strange just now.
Stranger than usual?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's performer, you know, the one with the nice blue hat?
Mm-hmm.
And the dancing in the smoke. I didn't see most of her performance, but I saw her. She vanished, right? She did a smoke thing at the end?
Yeah, and just kind of poof. But left the zap. Do you want another zap?
Mine is apparently still fresh. It won't die. It's very strange. It is just there. being beautiful. I might though. I really like them. I saw some smoke just now backstage, kind of.
And it wasn't your smoke?
No, different.
Okay.
Just actual magic smoke. And it was kind of hovering around everyone, and then it went down into the floor.
Into the floor?
Yes.
You think Magic Smoke Lady went down the trapdoor?
There's a trapdoor?
Yes, trapdoor! Come on!
I did not know there was a trapdoor here.
I will show you the trapdoor.
Okay. Then yes, that would make a little more sense than her simply vanishing into the foundation of the place.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to open this trapdoor again.
There are people still around getting ready to
That's
go.
fine. Don't matter.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna try to open the floor.
Well, hold on. I need to look up some abilities. Hang on.
So, like, right around this time, like, as Karosael sees people leaving out the door, he's actually going to use his cantrip, Quiet Crowd. And he is going to talk to Farideh and ask her, so, any luck? We haven't seen anyone in red come out this direction. Should I go in?
And I can just hear you from away.
You can, you and I can now hear each other, even like through a crowd or anything like that.
Cool. Yes, come backstage, bring Alondra, bring Metatron.
Who are you talking to?
Bring everyone.
Oh, sounds good. This has been wonderful. I feel like I should give you my number, but phones don't work.
I also don't have a phone.
Good point. I talk to you later. And he finger guns his way out.
His little antenna go, and he does like a. Okay. Is this a new greeting that the youngins do nowadays that I'm not aware of?
His entire face is vibrantly red, and like he doesn't even hear that as he goes in, and he's, Alondra, we gotta go. Alondra, we gotta go. DEFCON 1. Heads back towards the backstage, like he doesn't even know where. And as he goes backstage, here, kitty. Here, kitty. Metatron.
Alondra will follow.
After a moment or two, there is scrambled claws against the wooden floor before a fluffy little friend launches themselves onto you. Catch me.
Good boy. Puts it in the pocket. Let's go.
I want to use one of my forte abilities since Farideh is just like, I'm just gonna get this shit open. And that forte
You're all getting a lot of weird looks.
I bet.
It's fine.
So I have
Farideh,
one.
are they allowed back here?
Yep. It's just for tonight. They're helping me with the project.
Okay.
I'll explain later, I promise. I need them now.
So one thing is, I have a forte ability called Mystic Thief. My features are blurred. The sounds I make are muffled. I add +1 to all sneaking actions. It is not an action in and of itself, so I think I'm going to kind of step in front of Farideh and open the trap door so that I'm hoping that nobody will hear it open if I'm the one opening it.
All right. So we're going to do a couple things because there are a bunch of people around. And Rydell seems to have wandered off to go talk to Toko, and Zephyr's trying to open a trap door. So, Zephyr, you can roll your stealth-like ability to try and open this trap door. What is everyone else doing while...
Can I use a movement, Bene?
Yes, it's going to be a movement, Bene.
Okay.
While you can see Rydell talking to Toko, a couple other of the performers, especially Philippa, is looking at you weird because you're in the middle of the hallway, like between these like warren of green rooms.
I'm gonna kind of stand between Zephyr and like the rest of the performers, not like hostilely, just kind of like politely smiling, but my arms are like on my, like at my hips, so everything's just bulging. Just kind of smile.
Is Alondra even capable?
Are you gonna roll intimidation?
I would like you to roll some kind of intimidation, because are you even capable of not being intimidating?
I'm definitely trying to be intimidating. I'm just trying to like give myself the benefit of the doubt to be like, what? I'm just standing here.
Yeah, I'm just standing here. It's fine.
Intimidation is what, interaction?
It's gonna be an interaction roll, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a bene on that as well.
Okay.
I have skills in persuasion. Could I incorporate that? Since I'm kind of persuading them to leave us alone.
Persuading and intimidation are a little different.
I know. Okay, that's fine. I'll just roll intimidation.
Nice try. And then Karosael and Farideh, are you doing anything specific?
Karosael is. Do you want help? Do you want? Should I do something? Like, just generally trying to be helpful, but also not wanting to like step in if they don't want him to step in.
And I've kind of been pushed to the side from by Zephyr, so I'm
sorry, by the way.
I'm trying to like kind of placate the other staff and kind of just explain like, oh yeah, no, it's just, well, this will only take a minute. It's just, you know, I just needed their help with some stuff, and we'll be out of everyone's hair soon. You just, you know, do your normal wrap up stuff. We'll be fine.
I rolled a 9.
You are scary.
And I used a bene.
Okay, but with Alondra's guns, let's just leave it at that. So between Zephyr stealthily trying to lift up the trapdoor, Alondra being scary as hell, and even though I didn't ask Karosael to roll, I feel like Karosael is at least between Zephyr and like all the prying eyes, and he's just big.
At the very least, yeah, Zephyr's tiny, so.
So between all that, with Farideh kind of playing mediator and interference, you are able to open this trapdoor, which leads down. It's like one of those very steep stairs, wooden stairs. The walls leading down, you can't see the floor, you'd have to probably go down a little bit. There's no lights, seem to be made out of stone.
I'm gonna dash back to my room and grab that zap again, so I'm just taking one of the flowers with me.
Samuel perks up because he's been laying down a little bit. Farideh, am I coming with you, or should I stay here?
Well, do you want more excitement tonight, or have you had enough?
I think I've had enough. Metatron is a very excitable cat.
Yeah, okay, yeah, then stay here. When I come back, we'll have this lovely tea, and it'll be great.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, bye!
Bye! And there is this trapdoor leading off into darkness.
Zephyr will enter.
Okay.
Yeah, when I get back, I'm going down too.
I'm gonna wait till everyone else is inside. Just.
Are you sure? Okay, yeah, sure, fine. Karosael heads down.
Bit of a tight fit to get through the trapdoor, but you can
He,
do it.
like, my birthing hips. And he, like, squeezes and sucks it in and does the thing where, like, you just move the fat around. But he gets down there, it's fine.
It's fine. I'm not gonna.
Zephyr will close the trapdoor, hopefully quietly, after everyone's in.
Well, Alondra is probably gonna be the one closing the door since she's last.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna back down and then make eye contact and just close the door.
Just got my eyes on you. You saw nothing.
Nope.
I'm gonna pull a new card. On the Blue Sun, I am playing the Endless Woods. Value of 3. Mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Meanings, sounds, natures, mysteries, the dark side of the forces of life. The woods and the wilderness are untamed and unsafe. Travel through them is perilous. We hear things all around us that we cannot see. Trees and undergrowth conceal dangers and, perhaps, wonders. The Endless Woods is the location card of the Mysteries family, and rightfully so, for it is the very home to the unknown and perhaps the unknowable. Green magic is enhanced, pale is hindered. When you come down into this trapdoor, you see that the walls are made of stone interspersed with roots and plants and vines, and it is dark.
Can we see? Is there like light coming in from above, or?
You don't see anything in terms of light filtering in. It is dark. If you spend a moment to let your eyes adjust, you can see a little bit. It's not like pitch black. You're in a cave system, like no light whatsoever, but it is definitely going to be a little hard to navigate if you don't have light.
So you said that she was smoke when she came down here?
Yes, it looked like she poofed at the end of her performance, and she just kind of slipped into the ground, which I now know was not the ground. It was this trapdoor, I think, but she just kind of slid in.
Metatron peeks his head out from your pocket.
Hey, Metatron, weird question.
Yeah.
Can you like smell a person or magic or smoke or anything?
Well, I can't smell magic.
Don't cats see very well in the dark?
Yeah.
Can you guide us?
If you say please.
Will you please guide us? Oh, most
Who's
beautiful
a good
of
kitty?
felines.
And starts like doing the on both sides of the head.
Oh.
Zephyr's gonna go over and give the butt scritches.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Sure. I deserve extra treats when we get home.
You absolutely do. I will make sure.
Metatron hops out of your pocket, shakes himself and stretches a little bit. Okay, it's a long hallway. And he begins trotting down the hallway.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, it smells wet. I smell rodents.
But no, like people.
I smell smoke.
Follow the smoke smell. You are so smart.
Okay.
Everyone follow my cat.
Metatron begins to trot down the hallway. And he takes a couple turns. You see that there are several branching pathways. Eventually, what's the order? Who's walking where?
I'm probably right behind Metatron.
I'm probably in the back.
Yeah, I'll be behind Karosael.
Two small people in the middle.
Then I am going to be behind Farideh.
I would say Karosael and Farideh. You probably hear this first, but you do hear, besides not Karosael, Metatron, fingers, claws on stone, and like scrambling movement echoing down this dark hall.
Have our eyes adjusted?
They have adjusted. It's still dark. It's still dark, but your eyes have more or less adjusted. Yes.
Do we like just glancing around generally, not trying to, cause a panic or like, oh, what's that? But just kind of glancing around. Can I see anything?
Just a regular glancing around?
Yeah, closer to a perception than an investigation.
Yeah, I will say you can roll. This will be a challenge.
I'm going to use a Bene.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a challenge 6 because it's dark down here and there's not that much light. So if you're going to use a perception, Bene, are you using hidden knowledge or using magic?
So
using
I have a skill. I have a skill from my heart, seeing through deception.
Not really so much. It's mostly just you can't see.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I'm using the 1 Bene.
Okay. You can also use sortilege to increase your chances and roll a second die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll use a sortilege.
Okay, so just keep an eye. Just know which one is your sortilege die, please. Okay. You're having way too much fun with that, Seth.
Great.
Ah, dang. I got an 8 on my regular and a 6 on the sortilege.
Okay. Yes, you are able to see a little bit farther past Metatron as he is trotting down. You, besides the stones and what you now realize are tree roots, interspersing throughout the rocks and everywhere, you can smell sewage from down the way and scratching on the floor. Since you are in front, and I don't think anyone else can see past you because of your broad shoulders. I don't think anyone else just physically can see past you. You do see movement up ahead. Probably, how big is that animal? Hip height, we'll say? All seem to be, and you hear wet noises.
Metatron, wait a sec. And it kind of... Nope. And he picks up the kitty and he puts it in his pocket. I think there's some... Guys, I think there's something up ahead.
You all hear squeaking now. But very low-pitched squeaking.
Squeak.
Perhaps it's to say Rat King.
Dude.
So,
I smell the smoke, though. It's strong.
So you said that there were like a couple branching paths?
And Metatron has been, like, guiding you through them.
Leading us. Okay.
Definitely, the smoke is probably strong, but I don't think we should just walk into a thing. I don't suppose anyone has, like, weapons or anything.
I mean...
Not with me. Alondra does bear arms in a certain sense.
Every sense.
Oh, you can make your hands into bear arms? Is that a weaver thing?
Not a weaver thing, but essentially.
Okay, cool. So we got one. I don't got shit. I am big. That's about... I can tank. I can tank for you.
Well, why don't you come back here and I'll take the lead.
Oh, okay. And he takes Metatron out of his pocket and puts Metatron, like, around your shoulders so that Metatron can tell you, like, where he smells smoke. No, be good boy. And takes a treat and gives it to Metatron just right there and then.
He doesn't eat it.
Oh, you turd.
I smell rats.
You get to eat the rats. As many as we kill, you get to eat the rats.
Yeah, these you can eat.
Kind of like pat.
Zephyr will lean forward and give the butt scritches.
Yeah.
No.
Like somebody who wants to pet a cat but doesn't really know how, just kind of like.
You do hear a little more squeaking and scrambling of talons on stone floor.
Is it getting closer or further away?
No, they seem to not have moved.
Okay.
You're moving forward? Do you want to make me...
I'm gonna just follow Alondra.
Okay.
I'll go in last.
Alondra, do you want to make a kind of stealth roll, please?
Sure. I don't think I have anything that affects that.
That's okay.
7.
You are able to walk upon this group fairly quietly. And the first thing you notice is the fallen form of the woman you saw earlier in blue on the ground. The second thing you see is her body is surrounded by what look like rats, but their limbs are long and have more elbows than they need, and are about the size of Dobermans. 5 of them. They seem to not have noticed you. You would know these things as rat goblins. They have hands on all 4 of their feet.
And there's a bunch of them?
You wouldn't know, but Alondra, you would see that there's 5.
Does the woman look like she's breathing at all still? Or is it
too dark to
like,
tell?
is she stirring a little bit? Or is she just like, meh?
On the floor.
Cool.
They have not noticed you.
Are they actively like eating her, or are they just kind of around?
How graphic do you want me to get?
I would prefer not graphic. Are they directly interacting with the body still?
Yes.
Okay.
We will go that route.
Thank you. So they're not ignoring the body.
They are not ignoring the body. That is correct.
Okay. I kind of look back at everybody and just.
We should get him. We should get him. This is Farideh's person, right?
It seems that way.
And besides, how would you feel leaving someone and we might be able to save them?
I don't particularly feel the need to leave someone to be eaten by rats.
We can do this. I promise. I'll give you treats after.
Cannot bribe us like we are not your cats.
I thought you guys liked my muffins. I brought some more.
I never had any.
You came late. That's your fault.
I did.
We should go in on this.
The coffee was good.
What does the room look like? Is this just like a tunnel? Is there an exit on the other side? Is it just like a dead end?
Where the rats and Talia's form is, opens up into basically a spoke-shaped entrance. So it's a hallway leading into a circular area with more entrances.
Okay.
Yeah. It is open.
Are we doing this?
No, I did not want this song. Fuck. That's the song everyone needs to get a heart attack to, and it should not be in a regular playlist.
I will pick up like a rock on the ground and just kind of chuck it towards the rat goblins.
Are you actively trying to hit it?
Primarily trying to get their attention. But if it hits one, that's fine.
Do you want to just roll, and if it hits, it hits? Since you're not actively aiming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get them off the body first.
Okay, sure. You need a 3.
Zeros are zeros and not 10s, right?
Correct.
0.
You don't hit, but the sound does attract their attention as they all freeze, all stop, and then turn to your group. And they begin to make their way forward. So at that point, we're going to move into an action scene, which is essentially, in this case, going to be a combat. So what I need everyone to do is roll an initiative. An initiative in Invisible Sun works different in D&D. You need to roll greater. If you roll greater than the level of the creature, you will go before it. And then if you roll below it, you will go after it. So if you want to add Bene, you would add movement Bene. And that's it. Zephyr got a 2. Karosael 6. Alondra 2. And Farideh
7.
Okay. Everyone rolled ahead of the rat goblins.
Woo!
So, before we get into this, I think we should take our break. And then when we get back from break, we will initiate combat.
First combat, guys!
Woo!
First combat!
Woo!
Okay, everybody, so we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Please rest, stretch your legs, use the restroom, pet your pets, especially pet your pets for me, please. And we will be back soon. Bye! We are back after break, where our group has descended upon a group of rat goblins. Rats that are essentially Doberman-sized, with hands for feet on all fours, long legs, and way too many elbows. We all rolled initiative before the start of the break, and I'm also going to be rolling, I'm going to also be reading the next card. On the Indigo Sun, we have the Fleeting Moment. Value of 1, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. If you are a stoic, you get a +1 now to all your adventures. Meanings: lost time, elusiveness, agility, reaction. Time moves inexorably forward. Sometimes it moves so quickly that we lose track of it. We try to watch, we try to pay attention, and yet it's gone. Mercurially, it slips through our fingers. Time can move so rapidly, in fact, that we can lose time. Look at the clock. It's 6:22. Look again, seemingly a moment later, and it's 8:05. They say that there was once an hour that came after midnight, but eventually it moved so quickly that it disappeared altogether. If that's true, perhaps it's the fate of all time, and the midnight hour will flit away next. Time is elusive and impossible to hold. No matter how you try, it's a force even the gods fear. Indigo magic is enhanced and gray is hindered. Everyone's initiative is before the rat goblins, so you can go in any order that you want.
Well, since I'm in front, I would like to punch a rat, please.
You may punch a rat. It's the same thing in terms of building your venture. If you want to hit things, you can add Bene from your accuracy pool. They are more or less in immediate distance. You might have to take a couple steps forward to punch a rat.
That's fine.
But you don't actually have to use your action to move, since you are right there. Whoever's in the back might need to move, but other than that.
Accuracy. Okay, I will spend an accuracy Bene.
Cool.
To punch a rat.
I'm sorry, I can't get over that. You are using 1 accuracy Bene. You need to roll a 2 on the die.
I rolled a 5 on the die.
Perfect. And I'm double checking that. I'm seeing if a fist would count as a light weapon.
I do have a thing because I fuse Nightmare to Fist. Anytime I attack with my fist, I inflict +2 damage.
I also think a fist would be considered a light weapon, and light weapons already do 2 points of 2 points of damage, so I'll say it does an extra +2. What does it look like when you have your nightmares into your fists and you attack?
Yeah, so it kind of like you see almost like not a glow, but like there's a little bit of just like almost dark red burgundy smoke kind of just seeps out of Alondra's like head. Not like coming out of like holes or anything, but just kind of seeping out, and it kind of coalesces down her arms into her fists in this kind of like smoky dark red aura. And then it like, as she connects this, there's like just a flash of like dark red light against the rat goblin thing.
It's a very solid hit. Very solid. As you more or less hear it thud against the wall, slide down, and not move.
And then I kind of just stare at the other rat goblins.
Yeah, Alondra just took out a rat on her own. Anyone else?
I would like to try something.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll move into the room a little bit and kind of spread out so that the folks behind me have room to move in if they want to. I want to take the zap, the flower that I'm holding, and hold it in front of my face and blow across it. And I'm kind of hoping to like amplify the electricity that's in the flower and hit a rat.
And how do you plan on doing this mechanically?
I will definitely use one sortilege. I was wondering if it was appropriate to use a sorcery point.
I will.
Or does that have to be for like build spells?
Build
for sorcery?
spells.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it slide because this is really fucking cool. I will say you need to roll. You have to roll sortilege to do this because you are pulling at this magic of the invisible sun to do so. So you're gonna roll regular die to hit as well as a sortilege to employ this magical effect.
All right. What do I need?
You'll need it. Are you spending any bene? Accuracy bene?
Yeah, I'll spend one accuracy.
You need a 2.
Okay.
I need to know what's on each die.
Yeah. Sortilege is a 9 and the regular is a 2.
I will say this counts as a light weapon attack to do 2 points of damage, as this electricity is like enhanced by your runes that you breathe. And the rat seizes up and is sparking.
I would like to weave.
I love that word.
Weave, weave, weave.
Do it.
I'm going to weave the aggregates of freedom and thunder, specifically the aspects of escape and movement, so that I can get this indigo lady away from these rats.
So you want to try and teleport her a little bit, basically.
Just like scoot her.
Sure.
A little bit further away from the rats.
I will say so that you can do that.
Doesn't have to be super far, just away from...
like 4 or 5 feet or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say that this will be 4 sorcery to move it.
All right, that works. It works now.
How does this look when you cast your spell? You weave your spell.
Zephyr is going to tap into these aggregates in kind of like a physical form. So you'll see these sparks of, not necessarily like lightning bolts, but like little kind of cords of lightning between her fingertips, and a slight wind as she kind of focuses on this person on the ground and manages to kind of like slide her away from the horde of rat goblins.
Okay. And Karosael.
After seeing that Zephyr is doing something similar, he's actually going to try and go forward and physically pick up the body and leave.
Okay. I will say picking up is easy enough, but you do need to weave around 4 rat goblins. So I'm gonna have to ask you to make some kind of movement check.
Movement or physicality?
Movement.
Okay. Yeah, he is literally going to try and like football his way through here.
Oh, if you're gonna football,
yeah, that was what I was like. He's gonna like full on shoulder block.
Okay, then you can use physicality.
That was my thought, but I wanted to.
Yes.
Okay.
Weaving versus shoving.
Exactly. Like he's not trying to avoid the rats. He is trying to convince the rats that they should avoid him. I can only use 1 physicality, or can I use like 2 physics?
You can only use 1.
Only use 1. Okay, cool. 1 to me. Okay. 6 on the die, so 7.
You are good.
Okay, so I like get them off of her, and then I again like just football my way through the rats and try to get her to safety.
Yeah. You can't move too far because just you only have one action that you can do per round in Invisible Sun.
Okay.
So you're just past them.
Okay.
I need everyone to please make a dodge defense roll. So dodging, you need to spend movement if you want to add a bene to it. As these things try to bite at your knees and thighs and everything.
The level in resist, would that be relevant here?
Different defense roll.
Okay.
It's a different defense roll.
Cool.
7.
Okay.
3.
8. And Farideh.
0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hope you don't like your ankles.
Farideh, as you watch your friends move out of the way, as one of each rat goblin goes for them, the one that you electrocuted seems to shake off this zap, the thunder and lightning from the zap, and goes right for you, and you take 2 injuries.
Yeesh.
Why are you looking at me like that, Zephyr?
That's a lot of bite.
No, it's not.
That's a lot of bite.
It ain't.
I feel like it is.
Alondra, and back to the top of the round with everyone.
Yeah, I would like to
Also,
insert.
some of them sorry. Also, some of them are wielding actual knives too.
The rats have knives.
Because they have hands.
What?
Like 1 or 2 of them have knives.
Does the one on Farideh have a knife?
No.
I would like to insert myself between Farideh and the rat that bit her, and punch it in its rat face.
You may roll to punch.
That's an 8 on the die.
Yeah. Alondra, you seem to be going through these things. I don't want to go into the deep description on what happens when you punch a rat, but the same thing that happens to the other one. Farideh, as this one is attacking you, Alondra's there, taking care of it, and it is suddenly no longer dug deep into your skin.
Oh, good.
You also see, like, Alondra, like, you've seen her kind of drop her wall a little bit when we were talking to Laurel's sister last time, but this is, like, different. Like, this is the first time you've seen Alondra energized and not, like, just, like,
Stoic.
calm. Yeah. But there's a different energy that is now kind of exuding.
Everyone else.
So we've got 2 rats down, 3 to go. The first rat that Alondra killed, did that one have a knife?
Yes.
I would like to try to pick up the knife that rat goblin dropped.
I will say you can pick up the knife.
I will pick up the knife. Can
It is
I have
gross.
the action to use it, or is that kind of my action?
I can say you can use it, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a slash at the nearest rat goblin.
I will say that's the one on Zephyr.
Great. Yeah, so I'll use a what is it? Accuracy?
Accuracy to attack, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll use
A
accuracy.
knife is a level 1 weapon, so you can add +1 for the weapon as well.
Great. Does that mean like I just add +1 to my roll, or is that going to be for damage?
You will add +1 to your roll.
Okay.
So you need to roll at least a 1 on the die.
8 total.
Okay. A knife will do 2 points of damage. as you shank a rat.
Yeah.
It screeches in pain. Zephyr and Karosael.
I'm gonna use my turn or time, see if I can wake Talia up. Like, maybe she can help. I don't know.
I will say now that you have her in your hands, you do feel blood seeping into your clothes, and she is not responding.
Frick. Can I try and stop the bleeding?
I will say this: if you want to try, you can roll a intellect-based test to apply first aid.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add a sortilege because this feels important.
Okay.
Okay, magic. 4 on the regular die, but a 70 on the sortilege.
A 7 on the sortilege.
Or a 7 on the sortilege.
Yes. How do you employ magic to get the bleeding to stop?
So, like, as he is putting gauze to, or not gauze, but like some material that he pulled out of a pocket, he starts just in this very low, very calm voice, starts saying, you know, there was this one time a heist had gone kind of wrong, and so I ended up having to stop the bleeding. And so, like, as he's talking about this story of saving one of his team members, like, he's infusing what happened in that story into her wound, as it were.
Okay. It is not rushing as much in terms of her injury, and though it is not completely healed, it has stopped bleeding. Zephyr?
Well, the thing I wanted to do, I don't have enough sorcery for, so I have no idea.
Don't forget, everyone, you have ephemera.
Yeah, mine don't apply.
Yours don't apply? Okay.
Nope.
It's like, yeah, those are one-use items that you can easily get back between sessions, so.
I can... I have no idea. I don't have anything.
Do you want to just skip, maybe refresh your source?
Yeah.
Then?
I'll take a rest.
Okay. You can take an action rest. There's 3 left. And they all realize that, hey, this person is scary as hell. And the 3 of them turn to you, Alondra. Can you make 3 dodge defense rolls?
Yes, I can. That is a 8, 8, and a 5.
Alondra, you're a beast. And back to the top.
We should have just sent Alondra down here.
Alondra is flanked by 3 rat goblins.
I punch one.
Which one? You have one that Farideh stabbed, and 2 others.
One of the uninjured ones.
Okay.
4 on the die.
Alondra making quick work. Do you want to flavor this in any specific way for this rat?
Not the attack on the rat specifically, but like she's breathing kind of heavily. It almost feels like she's zoning into something. Like she doesn't seem to really be noticing anybody else in the room except these rats.
Okay. Farideh, Karosael, and Zephyr. You can go in any order, by the way.
So now that I see that the wound seems to at least kind of be stopping, is there another rat knife that can be procured from a dead body rat?
No, and the other ones are being held at the moment.
Okay. In that case, I mean, he sees Alondra doing this. He also wants to punch a rat.
Yay!
And he's going to use a physicality to do so.
You have to use accuracy to hit.
Accuracy. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. You may punch a rat.
Wait. Oh. 3 on the die, so I think a 4.
Yes. And I established earlier, don't know if it's right or not, but I said fists can be a light weapon which would employ 2 points of damage to a rat.
Cool. Probably like an unpunched rat has now been punched.
Okay. You have 2 rats that both look hit by both Karosael and Farideh. Farideh and Zephyr.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a slash with my knife at an injured rat.
Okay.
Using my last accuracy. 7 total.
Do you want to flavor this one?
No, just want to kill it.
Easy. And Zephyr, would you like to do anything?
I'm gonna go kick a rat.
Go for it.
Not using an accuracy bene. Do I have to spend accuracy?
You would need to spend accuracy if you want to apply bene, but you need to roll
Okay.
a 3.
Okay, gotcha. Not using bene. That is a 2.
Unfortunately, this rat is just a bit too nimble as you kick it, but it kind of hops back when you do so, realizes that it is now massively outnumbered, drops the knife it is holding, and begins to scurry away. And we can drop out of the action scene.
Nice. Free knife.
I would like to cast Impedimenta at the rat that's trying to get away.
What does Impedimenta do?
I looked it up. Creates a barrier or impediment using the natural terrain. If on rocky ground, the stones grow large and jagged. Woods, city, but I think the rocky ground would be relevant here. Anyone attempting to move through the area on foot does so at half normal speed.
What's the range on Impedimenta?
It doesn't say. Level 1, depletion 0, color silver.
It doesn't have a range?
No.
I will say you can do so in front of the rat.
And then I would like to run up and punch the rat.
I'm not going to make you roll for this. Alondra has shown she is a very capable combatant, but you are left in a dark, musty, wet-smelling lair of the city with the 4 of you, a cat who is still lowly growling, and Talia, the body of Talia.
Yeah, I think she's pretty badly hurt, guys. I think we got to go get her some help.
Is she breathing?
Oh shit. Is she breathing?
No.
She is not.
Farideh, can you do that electricity thing again?
The flower, after you used it, did lose some of its luster.
Right.
Yeah, because it was just like a single flower, so
Yep.
I think it makes sense that it wouldn't immediately regenerate.
I want to try something.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Anamnesis. I recall something I never could have known. This appears from the noosphere in my brain like any other memory. I choose the general subject, but not the specific bit of information. So as Visley, I know that people can like come back after death. I would like to try and recall something from the subject of like, not literally revival, but you know how like when you do CPR on somebody and they like pop back for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of looking for something CPR-ish. Something like in that realm of first aid, I guess.
Yes. I need to give her the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah,
So,
like
what are
anything.
you trying to accomplish with this? What's the end goal?
I don't
here?
want her to die.
Okay.
Or if she dies, like at least, you know, avenge me or something first.
Answer our questions first.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those dope ass zaps?
I'm trying to think on what the best thing would be for this. So maybe like last thoughts, stuff like that.
Something like that would be perfect. It's only a level 2 spell, so I'm not expecting miracles.
Yeah. I don't think you'll be able to bring her back in terms of stuff, but I can definitely go along the route of like last thoughts and stuff like that.
That works. It is divination.
Yes.
So that would make sense.
Oh, since it is a divination spell, you spend 1 less sorcery.
Oh, nice!
Because indigo magic is enhanced right now.
It's blue, though.
Oh.
The spell itself is blue.
Okay, then never mind then.
Yeah.
I thought it was indigo.
I just want to be honest. I shouldn't have said anything. I'll spend my 2 sorcery.
Hey, Zephyr is honest.
Yes. Yes, she is.
The kind of last thoughts that permeate the noosphere from Talia is have to deliver the message from the troubadours.
From the what? Sorry?
Troubadours.
Troubadours.
Okay.
I will relay that thought to my group and let them know that this is the last thing that I could divine that she was thinking about before I think she is gone.
Also, Karosael, since you were interacting with Talia, you would notice that her finger specifically is, like, her right finger is covered in blood.
Can I, like, inspect that finger?
It's
Like,
just simply covered in blood. Really.
Oh, okay.
So she was one of them. I thought she might be, but I didn't know for sure.
I mean, is there a reason why she would try and be this discreet?
I mean, the troubadours have always been kind of elusive, but you know, I thought it was kind of in like a fun way. You know, like a magician not sharing their secrets. You know, I don't know why she would risk coming down here and getting killed over a message.
Maybe she didn't realize the danger down here.
We don't know if it was the rat goblins that killed her.
Yeah, they might have been scavenging.
Yes. I don't consider them to be... I don't know a lot about rat goblins, but I don't know them to be particularly brave.
Can I inspect the body? Like, does she have any injuries that don't look like rat goblin bites?
Yeah. Do you want to just do a general overall inspection?
Sure.
That'll be a perception, Bene.
Perception.
And while she's checking out the body, I'd like to check out the floor where she had been laying to see if there was anything left behind.
That's
Sure.
another 9.
I will also like you to roll a perception-based roll to look around.
4 for me.
What'd you get, Alondra?
Another 9.
Yeah, though you fight with your fists, Alondra, you are able to look past the wounds of rats employed by rats for a larger puncture wound that does not match the knives that the rat goblins were holding. Farideh, when you look around where Talia was laying when you found her, you do see what kind of looks like writing, but not in any language that you understand. But it looks like script.
Okay.
I think I agree with Zephyr. The rats weren't what killed her.
Karosael.
Yeah.
Would you mind copying something down for me?
Sure. Takes out his notebook.
Yeah. Can you try to copy this? I mean, I don't know what it says, but can you try to copy down what this writing is?
Yeah, sure. And he just transcribes. Oh, there he is.
Littlefoot. Hi,
and
baby.
he just transcribed. Hey, Metatron. But yeah, he transcribes exactly what's on the wall.
The floor.
The ground. Can I put the pieces together that she drew this with her own blood?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm also going to pull the next card while we're at it. On the Grey Sun. The mysterious rune. Secrets, ravens, books in flame. Meanings, magic, mystery, wordless communication. Words are spells and spells are words. Runes and code words. They hide them in plain sight. Store them. If you can decipher the rune, you gain its meaning and thus its power. Those who scribe a rune, or even those who hold the book or other object the rune marks, are its masters. The Secrets family holds the mystery of a rune along with all its hidden meanings. It is not an unknowable truth, but a secret that can be learned, though it is likely a difficult and dangerous one, and I promise it was not planned. Okay, y'all? The
Stop stacking the deck,
I
Mare.
don't stack the deck, okay?
I don't believe you.
The deck knows.
I have a question about ephemera.
Sure.
Are those things that, like, if it says you can do thing, is that the collective group you or the individual person using it's you?
Sometimes you can use them on other people, but if it says you can do it, it's usually just going to be you singular in terms of who possesses it.
Okay.
On that card pull,
yes.
What were the effects?
None of you are a gallant, so no one is going to have a +1, but red magic is enhanced, blue is hindered. So any magic that is associated with the red sun, which is usually like damage and destruction.
Okay.
I may be able to uncover what really happened here. I don't know what this is, this ephemera. Is it like are ephemera like items? Are they things?
So there are two different types of ephemera. One are ephemera objects, which are items. The other is something called an incantation. And incantations are when, as a Vizsla just sits down, concentrates, and just pulls from the invisible sun of magic and just gets a random incantation or spell that is a one-use item. As you grow in power and get stronger, you can actually selectively pick what you would like, but in the beginning, it is random.
Okay. I have a thing called Seeing Through the Eyes of the Sun. You see everything that has happened in the area in which you currently stand since the last sunset.
I am jumping to yours in our group chat right now. Seeing Through the Eyes of the Sun, incantation. You see everything that has happened in a medium area in which you currently stand since the sun last set. Perfect. This is a level 6 effect, and I will say that this automatically happens. You do not need to roll.
Great. I would like to stand over near where Farideh is and do that.
All right. You can mark your ephemera as consumed as this happens. Zephyr, Farideh, and Karosael, you do not see what Alondra is seeing. But Alondra, almost in reverse motion and rewind, you see the events of the last day.
Can I like narrate as I'm seeing it to them? Okay.
It only happens maybe like, it flashes before you. It feels like the full day, but to everyone else, you're only standing there like a minute. A majority of what you see is quiet underground. Occasionally you do see a rat goblin or a roach goblin or two moving throughout this area. You eventually see Talia coalesce from smoke and take a stand around the area where you are now. And she moves her hands in a magical fashion before a figure comes out from one of the other hallways and plunges a sword through her. This happens fairly quick, and then eventually the rat goblins descend to scavenge.
So I don't see her like approaching the club, right? I only see her leaving.
Before the rat goblins descended, you would see her begin to write in with her finger on the stone. Are you looking at that at all?
Yeah, she starts to write. I would look at it.
You actually know what it says.
Oh!
Yeah. A long time ago, you learned a language in a dream.
Yeah.
And it is in that language. What it says is the truth resides in the lie. Along with a symbol which you do not recognize. I will post the symbol in our group chat for y'all once I find it, where I saved it.
And did the figure that stabbed her look any kind of way?
I would say average height. Was wearing a jacket with like a cowl around their head. Large sword, but it didn't look special in any way. It was dark down here, and you don't have dark vision, so it was also still hard to tell on like exacts.
Okay.
I cannot find what the symbol looks like, so I will have to find it later and show y'all. Oh wait, no, I know where I saved it. I lied. I completely lied.
I will have just been like narrating as I see things, and then when I kind of like snap out of it.
So you can read this, and he shows his notebook.
Yes.
Where like he transcribed the exact same thing.
Yes. I've never met anyone who knows that language before.
Who taught you the language?
I learned it. I learned it in a dream once.
Okay.
I assumed it was just a dreamscape. I didn't think it was real.
But she knew it.
Apparently.
So this woman from an organization that I am trying to join is writing in a language that only you understand.
It seems that way. I don't recognize this symbol, however. Is that a troubadour symbol? Does that mean anything to you?
It might be. I've never seen it, but I'm still learning about them.
You said a man came from a hallway. Should we try and follow him?
Potentially. He came from that direction, and I'll point toward whichever hallway.
I mean, he couldn't have gotten that far.
It was a he, right? We did that.
If I said he, I did not mean it. You can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
They came from that direction.
Okay. Should we try and follow them? We got knives now.
True. How long ago? It would have been like super recent, right? Because she was just lying there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
we concerned at all that the entire club saw us come down here and now there's a dead body?
No, we can just tell them the truth.
I'm more concerned that there is someone with a sword killing people underneath the club.
Fair.
Also a problem. I think we should find him. But that's me. I know that not everyone is as gung-ho as I am.
I mean, I wouldn't mind another fight or two.
It also looks like she was writing something else before it cuts off. In your language, Alondra, it is just the letter H.
So the truth is in the lie H.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe she was gonna start laughing. Zephyr, you've been kind of quiet. What do you think?
I do not know what to think. I do not know if it's better for us to pursue this person with a giant sword, or if we should perhaps go look into this odd language that does not exist except for in Alondra's head, except when it does exist outside of Alondra's head, and go research this strange rune.
And I'm bleeding a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got kind of like a big chomp.
Yes, Farideh did get bitten
out of my thigh here, so I might want to like go sit down or something. Yeah.
Maybe the best option is to secure the trapdoor somehow, place something heavy on it or something, and do some reconnaissance.
I mean, she didn't come through the trapdoor by lifting it.
Yes, I'm more hoping to discourage person with giant sword from entering the club that way, if possible.
Yeah, I definitely need to warn them.
If we don't go after them now.
Well, that's another random patrons who may be curious if they find it.
Mm-hmm.
Should we not?
It's backstage. The only people who have access to it is any of the weirdos who go backstage in a theater.
So all of us.
All of us. We have access to it, yeah.
As much as I am curious to follow this person, I do not think it wise at this point.
Okay. Okay.
Shouldn't we tell Toko or somebody as well?
Yes, absolutely.
We should get Talia here somewhere more appropriate.
Karosael like gently picks her up and carries her like fallen princess style. I don't know what it's called.
Bridal style?
Bridal style? That I get. Yeah.
I think that's the technical, like when you carry someone. So, like that. I think the way you're
like he just doesn't fireman hold her, just gentle cradling.
Let me just fireman carry this body. Yoink. Okay.
Actually, when he's picking her up, he kind of checks her pockets to see if there's anything like notes and anything else that might help, but he's doing it super sly. He's trying not to be weird.
Sly to everyone else?
Sly to everyone else.
How do you want to handle this in a mechanic sense, everybody?
I don't have a reason to be watching Karosael.
Yeah, I'm staring at the writing.
Faraday, how do you want to handle this?
I'm fairly perceptive. I think some kind of casual roll. You know, I'm not watching Karosael, but I think just some gentle check would be good.
Okay, do you want to just do a straight roll off between the two of you?
Sure.
Okay.
Do I have... Okay, no.
Yeah, it'll just be a straight roll.
4.
3.
Oh.
Yeah, so you do see Karosael checking her pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I have to do a roll for actually checking the pockets too?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
You search her pockets, and you do find a small coin with the same symbol that was written on the floor. You also see I think that's the biggest thing. You also see maybe not like
Oh man,
loose tissue.
paperclip, hell yeah.
Yeah, like a paperclip, loose tissues. That's mostly it. But you do see this coin.
He's gonna try and palm the coin to show Alondra later.
But it did match what was on the floor. Farideh, you see all this.
Great.
We'll head up.
Metatron is sniffing the ground and looks back up at you. Are we leaving? I need to take a long grooming bath.
Yeah, baby boy. We're heading out. Come on in. And he gestures vaguely to his pocket.
Metatron leads you left. Wait, no, right.
Oh no.
After a couple turns, he is able to lead you back up.
Alondra, would you mind going first?
Of course. No. Like,
No.
just chunk.
And then he'll like pass the body up.
It does.
Yeah.
Does the trapdoor just open?
It does.
Just easy. Just push it open.
Yeah. It's heavy, but
real
it's
secure. Real secure. Okay.
It was,
Farideh
also,
did-
but it was well hidden.
Yeah.
Like it took you time to find it.
Yeah. Okay.
This wasn't a known thing, right? Like the club staff didn't know that there was a trapdoor here.
I mean, some might. I mean, Summit probably knows. Summit's been here forever, but yeah, not common knowledge. Is anyone still around when we come back up?
Not in the green room area. It looks like everyone else has already left. So Toko's gone, all the other performers, but it isn't late enough where they'd be kicking people out yet. It's about getting to last call for drinks.
So do we have to like report this? Is there a police system? It's a dream world, so I assume there wouldn't be, but at the same time.
Well,
Until
the first.
Is it like a funeral home?
Oh yeah, like a morgue.
Yeah.
I think we should tell the local gerent at least.
Well, the first person I want to tell is Summit, but there's still people out there, and I am covered in blood, so maybe someone who is not covered in blood could go get Summit.
I'm also covered in blood.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine, I will go.
Thank you.
You're a peach.
Should we go back to your dressing room, Farideh, and clean up?
Yeah.
Do you think you have any outfits that could fit me?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, we've got everything back here. Yeah.
Oh.
You'll have your pick. It might be a little flashy, but you'll have your pick.
Yes.
Zephyr. The front of the house is winding down. You know from just being here, just in general, very often, that it is getting close to last call, and actually as you walk out, you do hear Summit saying, last call for drinks, snacks, and stuff like that. We'll be closing the Benighted Song in about an hour. And Summit is currently serving a drink to a red-haired person at the bar.
Do I know this person?
From the side, they look familiar. You only met them once last week.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about them.
Cicero.
Oh, fuck! Why are you here? Shit. Okay. Shit balls. Okay.
Like just yell this out in real time.
That
Be cool,
180.
Be cool. Be cool. Just be cool.
That 180, Zephyr. Damn.
So Zephyr is going to go over and kind of just like lean in to Summit, and Farideh needs to see you whenever you are finished.
At this point, Summit is pouring the actual drink. Is something the matter? What happened?
Just will you
Also-
go backstage and see her?
They lean in a little bit more. What were y'all doing? I hear Toko's coming back that y'all were making a ruckus back there.
There was no ruck. Well, don't worry about it. Farideh will fill you in
Fine.
very
fine,
shortly.
Fine. They
And then,
place the drink in front of Cicero.
Zephyr
Enjoy.
will kind of look up and realize who this person is. And Cicero, I did not expect to see you here. I did not know you. Do you come to the Benighted Song often?
Cicero takes a drink, a sip of their drink, as you begin to talk to them. As a reminder, they have red hair there, and they have their eyes are mirrors.
Hate it. Mm-hmm.
You absolutely hate it.
I will never make eye contact with Cicero.
Damn, that means Mayor can't describe what you see. It's fine. Just stare like right here,
Yeah,
so you're not rude.
maybe the chin.
My colleague said that you were interested in joining the Reapers, and he said that this is where you usually hang out.
Both of those are very true. I'm here all the time with my cell, as well as I'm very interested in joining the Grey Reapers. I did not think it was the best time to seek you out, given what he said at our last meeting.
What did he say at your last meeting after I left?
He mentioned that the Grey Reapers were having problems, and that you would be occupied with them.
And you're still interested.
I'm very interested. If there are Vislay in need, then I want to help them.
Cicero leans back on the stool that they are on, and just like observes you for a second, just like taking you in.
Zephyr does not make eye contact at all costs.
You are aware what the Reapers do, right?
I was under the impression that the Grey Reapers go into Shadow and liberate Vislay.
You went to Shadow, from what I understand, correct?
Yes.
You know how dangerous the allure is of that sun. Whether you want to or not.
Yes, I am familiar with it, yes.
And that doesn't deter you.
No.
So despite all the problems we're having, that we are looking to resolve, you would like training.
Yes, at all costs. I know this is what I want to do.
Okay. I will meet you at the Grey Reapers headquarters.
I don't think anyone knows where that is. Where do you keep your headquarters?
They kind of lean in slightly. They don't get super close, but it's just back here to here. If you can't find the headquarters, how are you going to find any Weasley in Shadow? I will meet you at the headquarters.
I will see you there.
Downs the rest of their drink. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you. We do the same.
And they'll start wrapping up, pay their tab to one of the other bartenders, and leave.
Zephyr is gonna order a last minute. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Zephyr is going to reach over the bar and pour herself a whiskey neat.
All right. Yeah. No one looks at you. Well, they all look at you, but they don't say anything.
She's gonna leave however much crystal it is on the bar.
That's fair.
Along with the tip, of course. And just fucking shoot it.
I'm here for it. Farideh, Karosael, and Alondra.
And you're sure that this fits me? Like it's not bulgy or weird?
No, I mean I think it looks, really dapper. I just think it's such a great cut for you.
Farideh, do you want to describe what Karosael is wearing?
So I've found for Karosael obviously a costume piece from like a play or something, but like kind of based on the long coat that Karosael usually wears. I found like a very long, like knee length, dark navy blue jacket, and all of the trim is gold. Oh. But all of the trim moves, and it's like in the pattern of snakes. And so like around all the cuffs, like the gold trim is like always moving, and the little buttons are like little snakes that are just like little circles that keep moving. So it's like it's like a garish version of what Karosael would normally wear. But and there's a hat that goes along with it if you want.
I mean, would the hat be too much?
I mean, it matches, so it's like, I don't know how like matchy you like to be, but
I really like matchy. Yeah, hand it over.
Here you go. And it's like a tricorn hat. Same thing, gold trim with little snakes that just kind of slowly move around.
I love it.
I'm a captain.
Yeah.
Bring me to my ship. Oh, okay.
Samuel is chittering. You look so nice. You don't understand this, Karosael.
Oh.
Chitter.
Well, Samuel likes it.
Good. You have good taste. Good deal. It's a good thing you didn't come down. It was bad. We gotta find Summit. We gotta tell him how bad that was.
Summit enters with a brisk breeze blowing through the portal in their body. A couple snowflakes fall through before melting and becoming water on the floor.
Zephyr's close behind.
What happened? You two... There is a pile of clothes of blood on the floor, and Farideh, you are injured?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that's blood on your fists, they say, turning to Alondra.
Oh. Yeah. So it is.
Did you know that, like, the sewers, like, run underneath the club, and there are, hordes of rat goblins that live down there?
Yeah, that's fairly common knowledge. The sewers are under all of Fartown.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Also, did you know about that trapdoor that's out there?
Yes.
That goes into the... Okay.
Yeah.
I just strongly feel like we should secure it somehow, because there's also a person with a sword in the sewers that has killed at least one person.
I think maybe we're starting at the end.
Well, no, this is the important part. A person.
Why did you go down
with
the sewers?
Okay, so she performed like next to last? Talia, who did the cool smoke dancing tonight. So after she was done and she was like, poof, smoke, we followed the smoke because she seemed so cool and we like wanted to talk to her. And she went through the trapdoor and it took us a few minutes to follow her. And when we found her, she was dead in the sewers.
I'm gonna have to call Vivian.
Yeah, I know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, okay? I think I was the only one who really got bit. All the other blood is other people's blood, so
So is that why there is a covered form on the couch over there?
Yeah, so
we put plastic underneath her. Like there won't be any stains, I promise.
That's Talia. If that's even her real name. We don't know.
Okay. I don't know where to go with this besides reporting this to Vivian.
And secure the trapdoor.
Logical choice.
I will hire someone to magically secure the door so it's not obvious that there's a trapdoor there.
Good.
I could put a padlock, but then there's obvious that there's a trapdoor there.
Right.
If you have some, just your cheapest spirit, you may want to disinfect that. And I kind of gesture towards Farideh's injury. You don't know where those teeth have been.
I have a first aid kit.
Right.
I'll go get that.
That works. Just assumed you don't readily available alcohol, but whatever works.
Yeah, okay, you use the cheap spirit to put in the cheap drinks that people like to buy a lot of.
Fair.
I'll be right back. They leave, turn, and shortly come back with a first aid kit. I'm gonna start closing up the song. And I'll try, and on my way home, I'll stop by the Jiren's office.
Do we need to do anything?
Is there something if you want to report it, you can go for it, but someone needs to.
I think the proprietor of the establishment is the right person to report something like that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Gosh, Morgana's gonna have a fit when she finds out. Zephyr and Farideh, you know that Morgana is the owner of the Night Song.
Yeah. And
Maeve's mother.
Why is there a trapdoor to the sewers backstage?
I don't know. It's been like this since I've started work. It's been there since I started working there, but it's well hidden, so we didn't really touch it because the less people that know about it, the less people go down there. So, how did you find that, Farideh? Why?
Oh, it just took me a few days, just poking around. Found it.
You and I are gonna have a talk later.
Okay.
He does live here, for the most part.
Kind of.
Anyway. Clean yourselves up. And I'll see some of you tomorrow. And they'll turn around.
Thanks, Summit.
You're welcome,
Thank you.
Farideh. And have a nice night, everyone. Zephyr. Karosael.
Summit.
And Alondra.
I feel like we've just been scolded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we did come out of his backstage with a dead body, and I guess we didn't really tell them what we were doing.
Well, to be fair, we didn't really know what we were doing at the time.
True.
If you want, I can go fill them in.
I mean, we're gonna have to give statements and stuff, right, about what happened down there, so they'll get the full story eventually. I think they're mostly just angry at us.
Oh, they'll get over it.
Yeah, I mean,
agree.
Summit will, but I don't know if Morgana will.
Well, maybe Morgana should have thought before she had open access to the sewers in her club.
Morgana, you would know Morgana's normally not present. So it might take a while for her to find out.
Yeah. Has anyone ever met Vivian before?
Y'all tell me.
I feel like no. Yeah.
Unless she was at the song.
She's very businesslike.
Probably not.
Yeah. She... if she met anyone, I think Alondra would at least recognize her. Just because...
Yeah, we've probably, like, been in the same place, but not...
Yeah. I feel like the Goetics might have reached out to her at some point before the war during your investigation to see if she knew anything. And you would probably recognize her, but if you don't know her, you don't know her.
Yeah, I don't think I would have directly interacted with her beyond just, like, communication.
Just like a third party, someone gets information and, like, handed it off to you two.
Yeah.
Along those lines.
All right, so we don't really know what to expect, but I guess we just go home.
Suppose we should also plan our next move. This is not, whatever this is, we still have no answers.
And you're sure you don't want us to stick around? I mean, if you live here, I'd be freaked out.
Oh, I mean, I have somewhere else I can go if I need to.
Okay.
Are you gonna stay? So you're not gonna stay the night, Farideh?
Yeah, I was just gonna go home for, a night or two. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, do you want company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a little pocket.
He scrambles up, but also his nose is... Do I smell muffins? Does your big friend have muffins?
Oh, I think Karosael.
Yeah, I brought...
Do you still have some that aren't, like, bloody and stuff?
Like, he goes to his jacket, and they're bloody muffins.
Oh, no. Okay, another day.
Another day. I promise I'll make more muffins. Or something else, maybe. And he looks around. You guys like tea?
Of course, who does not?
I look at the full tea set that's waiting to be made on my table.
Yeah. No, like that was what he saw, that he was like, oh, tea. I'll make you guys shiitake tea next time we come around, okay?
Okay.
Metatron from your pocket. It's made out of mushrooms.
Everything's made out of mushrooms.
Yes,
it's fine.
Shiitake is a mushroom. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of mushrooms. There's a lot of really cool mushrooms.
It's true. I have the best house. But what?
Go ahead.
What would be the next step?
Is this the question?
Well, we can try to figure out what the symbol is. Alondra, have you looked into that language that you only you know, but it turns out you don't know?
A little bit, but there's been nothing to find. I mean, I've had no evidence before now that it existed outside of my head.
So that's probably a difficult direction.
Do you have the ability to track down the troubadours, perhaps? You have business with them anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole reason I was trying to talk to her. But it sounds like, if this might lead us into Shadow, that's a whole different thing to prepare for.
There's a shop, a dream shop. Someone named Electro runs it. I didn't think of it till now, but they may have information about dream languages. Might be a place to check.
Where is that?
I don't remember. It's in somebody's neighborhood.
That's right near us, isn't it?
I don't remember whose house it is near.
Is it by?
but it is near one of y'all's houses. The Sleepy Swaps shop.
Yeah.
It's a 24/7 establishment where you can swap dreams or nightmares with someone else.
Yeah, Electo, she's the owner. That's actually near my house. We can absolutely talk to her if you think that's gonna help.
Might be nothing, but I've heard things that she might know something about this kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll talk to her. Well, actually, I mean, do we need all four of us to talk to one person?
Most likely not.
How about you and I go see her, and Zephyr and Farideh, you guys can go see the troubadours. Not to split the party.
I think, and do not allow me to put words in your mouth, Farideh, but I think that Farideh would most likely prefer to do her business with the troubadours alone. I would not be offended if she did not want me along.
Well, a couple weeks ago I would have agreed with you. But since it seems like this person might have also had a message for you. Remember, she was the one that gave us those zaps. And that felt like a clear sign to you. You might be tied up in this.
This is true. Very well. I'll go along if you want me to. Otherwise, I am perfectly capable of investigating on my own.
Well, let's see if we can even find out where to go. Now our only confirmed troubadour is dead. So
indeed.
We'll have to find a new lead.
Farideh, is there tea at your house?
Oh yeah, always.
Okay. I would like to... Can we have some tea before bed?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you some of what happened down there.
Okay. Maybe on the way back we can also return the book to the library.
Oh, did you finish it?
I did.
Nice. How'd you do?
I think I got most of the words.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, come on. I'm going to like physically start to chivvy my people out of the room. I was like, all right, so we're all leaving now. gonna Karosael, you can keep the jacket and the hat for a bit. I mean, I don't think not forever, but just like for a couple weeks. Bring it back when you can. We don't have that production for a while anyway.
Okay. And I mean, I've always been a fan of Pirates of Penzance, but understandably, you can't do that every weekend, right? Okay. And he like scoops up his bloody clothes, gets another bag, and like puts them in the bag, puts it over his shoulder. I'll see you guys. And he steps out and goes to continue his conversation with Mothula for a bit.
When you walk out, that looks familiar. What happened to your other jacket? Not that this doesn't look nice.
Oh, you think it looks nice?
Yeah, it fits. It looks nice.
Thank you. Farideh honestly was the one that picked it out, but I think it suits me perfectly.
It's a good color. Blue's a good color on you.
Thank you. So anything, and like again, just small talk.
Yeah, small talk.
Waiting for a bit. Yeah.
Every once in a while, he moves to let someone out. the stragglers at the end of the night. Farideh, Zephyr, and Alondra, is there anything else you'd like to do before we end?
Nope, I'm just gonna slip out the back door. Me and Samuel go back to my actual house. It's definitely dusty when I walk in. All the lights are off. I kind of have to spruce the place up a little bit to make it feel lived in.
Have you come up with a description of your house yet? Your actual house?
No, I hadn't come up with details. Just kind of, few stories, kind of dilapidated. Looking at it, it looks like no one lives there.
There is an envelope slipped under your door, and I'll let you know what it says. Either in downtime or next session. But it has the same symbol as what was on the floor. And I wouldn't say you saw what was on the coin, but you did see Karosael pocket the coin. Zephyr and Alondra.
I am also going to head home. I'm going to kind of pull out my reference books, and I'm not doing anything right now, but I will start kind of just looking at lists of what types of entities that can be summoned are best for spying purposes, and I'm just going to kind of start making a list.
All right.
Actually, Alondra, whenever you step out, Karosael is going to stop talking to Mothula, very nice, and is going to walk with you for a bit. And he's going to pull out the coin and say, this was on our person. And that's the same symbol, right?
It looks that way, yes.
Is there anything else on this coin that you can read or discern?
I'll take a look at it. Is there anything but the symbol?
It just seems to be a symbol on one side of what I put in the chat, and on the flip side, I don't know what the actual terminology is called. Maybe one of you theater people can enlighten me, but the two masks. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
One happy mask, one sad mask.
I would venture that this is probably some kind of group symbol of the troubadours.
Even with the masks?
Well,
Like that's a theater thing, right? Like we've all been in shadow. We've seen that.
yes, the troubadours. I don't know much about them, but they're very arts focused. Kind of their thing.
So I probably should have shown this to Farideh instead.
Oh, you didn't show it to her?
I just kept it just in case.
Well, next time maybe, but I would guess this is just some kind of membership token, some way to prove that you belong. I doubt it has any additional meaning beyond that. It just looks like a coin.
I was hoping it might have, I don't know, it could have had like the address in your language. Who knows?
It's possible. But no, I don't see anything.
Do you want to keep it or should I?
I'll let you hang on to it.
Okay, and he puts it in a pocket. Oh, no. He just holds on to it. The pockets are in the bag.
Yeah, Metatron seems super sad that he can't just hang out in your pocket. So he's been trotting behind y'all.
Yeah, you just gotta walk for a bit. Well, I'll give you treats for all the calories you lose.
Mm-hmm. You bet.
I bet. And then I'm done. Promise.
And Zephyr, is there anything you would like to do before we end?
Just gonna go home. Is the mouse, is Arkin's house anywhere like on my way / nearby where I can see when I go home?
Not that you can see, because it is a mouse and it is a big clock garden. So it might be hickory dickory clocking in a clock and hiding.
Can I roll perception to find it?
You can. It's going to be pretty hard. It's gonna be like a 7.
Cool, I'm using a bene.
Cool.
That is an 8.
Yeah, you are able to catch the tail end of a tail going into a grandfather clock.
Okay, cool. So I am going to weave.
Oh no, what are you doing? You brat.
I want to weave escape from freedom.
Okay.
And fear from thunder to make this mouse go run somewhere. So whether Arkin is leaving home or coming home, when she arrives at this mouse, she's gonna have no fucking idea where she is.
So either she's already home and it's gonna move, or she's gonna have a hard time finding it. Okay.
Yep.
Let me see.
I think to flee, it's a level 3
Okay.
effect.
Are you just gonna spend 3 sorcery, or are you gonna?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have 4. Sure, I'll use another. I just want it to like.
Yeet. Okay. I think with 4 sorcery, you don't need to roll.
Okay, cool.
And you see this mouse squeaking in terror as it jumps out of this grandfather clock and across, to the far end of the garden.
Sorry, little friend. It's too good to pass up.
It's eventually out of sight. You don't know where it went, but it fled.
Good. Too good to pass up. It's always cherry on top of a good day. And Zephyr will locate her snake and go home.
And I think that's the end of the session for tonight. So, we will move into advancement. So we'll just do advancement, whether you get a joy or spare acumen, and then we'll go right into like where we can find you and everything else. So, and your favorite part. Who would like to go first?
My favorite part was punching the bejesus out of some rats. I believe that gave Alondra some joy today.
Hell yeah.
I don't know about acumen. I don't feel like she like progressed beyond just getting to maybe take out some aggression. But definitely joy.
Okay.
And you can find me at a theater file on all of the things, primarily Twitter and Twitch. There is an Instagram, but it's mostly just me posting random personal stuff. But if you like vintage video games, which in my definition is any video game that is over 10 years old, you can check out my Twitch channel where I play those. Currently, I am playing Kingdom Hearts and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. That's me.
I'll go next. So nothing particularly despairful happened, but definitely Karosael is going to count this as like a first date. Did it.
So is that joy?
So that's a joy.
Okay.
As far as like knowledge though, I don't feel like Karosael gained anything. In fact, to a certain degree, like it feels like we're further away because, you know, nothing about the shop or Laurel or anything. So yeah, no acumen. As far as where to find me, I am Gonah_Hawking on Twitter. On Twitch, I play League of Legends and scary games, and actually in about 3 hours, I will be finishing up Little Nightmares 2. Depending on how much time we have, we might like actually flow into another game. Just we don't know how much game there is left. So yeah, scary games Saturdays, League of Legends Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I think that's all the stuff.
I'll go. I'm Seth. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at KillXJill. I do also have an Instagram, but it is also random personal stuff and a whole lot of orchids at KillXJill with an extra X at the end for flavor. Favorite part tonight was honestly just like the whole being guided around the sewers by a cat. That was too good. That was too good. I love that we were just able to stroke this cat's ego to the point where he was like, okay, yeah, okay, I'll help. I'm better than you. Very cat on brand for Kitty, I think. As far as advancement goes, I didn't think I was gonna get an acumen until the very end. So thank you for throwing Cicero in there, because I will be taking an acumen because I am attempting to join the Grey Reapers. As far as joy and despair, again, I was gonna take a despair because of all the. I mean, I don't think Zephyr revels in violence or anything like that, so. I feel like she was a little bit out of her element, essentially trying to help someone who ended up dying. But then she got kind of recruited into the Grey Reapers, so that's gonna be a joy, despite everything else. And also, she played a prank on Arkin, so joy.
Always good.
Yeah.
Gotta screw with Arkin.
And hello, I'm Abby. I'm at Aragorn's Girl on Twitter if you want to follow me there. This is the only streaming thing that I'm doing. This and another stream of Mares later this month, where I will be playing Phasmophobia for the first time. So come see me get scared, because I don't know what's going on. My favorite part was anytime Mare was Metatron, just like from the sassy talk to also like the meowing and then the growling and then just all of it. So Metatron, just golden. I'm gonna say I did get an acumen, confirmed. I've been chasing a troubadour, more mystery definitely, but still like getting that encouragement of like, this is something that you need to follow. So 1 acumen for me. And I'm gonna take a despair because this was not happy, fun entertainment times. This was, I got bitten by a giant rat and saw someone get killed and don't know totally what to do from here on. So, despair.
And last but not least, I am Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. This is my channel where I stream and stuff. And tomorrow I'm doing Golden Sunday at 10:30 Eastern. And also my friend Anik is running a game of Ryutama, which I may or may not be playing, and I haven't decided yet. That'll start at 1 p.m. Eastern. I also am a player on Open for Adventure, and tonight we will be having playing session 3 of Numenera Remnant at 8:30 Eastern. We're fighting a big bug. It's terrifying. It's fine. Seth is also in that. I will also
gonna blow it up.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna fuck it up.
I have an atomic bomb. I'm gonna blow it up.
No, don't do it. Anyway, also on the 16th of March, that is a Tuesday from 9 a.m. to midnight, I will be hosting a charity stream benefiting JDRF International and the Barton Center for Diabetes Education. So please come join us for that day and raise some money for a good cause. I think that's it. Am I missing anything? No?
Just s'mores.
Yeah, but I keep them out because what she's gonna do she'll jump on my board and then I can't do anything. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Persephoroth. She is currently playing Hades. So we will see y'all next week for the 4th session of Secrets Beyond the Suns. Bye.